Why do we suffer from prickly heat?
What's wrong, Silky Snake?
Oh, my back is so itchy, and it's full of red dots.
Oh, you're suffering from prickly heat, and that's because you're unhygienic.
Prickly heat? Because I'm unhygienic? Is that why?
That's right.
But why?
In summer, we perspire easily. The sweat surfaces from hair follicles. The sweat helps to dissipate body heat. If it's a hot day and the room is poorly ventilated or our clothes are too thick and tight, our perspiration does not evaporate easily. And if we do not observe hygiene, dirt will block our hair follicles and prevent perspiration, thus causing inflammation on the skin. Prickly red spots then erupt. They are known as prickly heat. During summer, therefore, make yourself clean, drink more water and wear loose clothing. If you perspire, wipe yourself dry. I hope you understand now.
Oh, yes, Professor. But could you please try scratching for me?
Oh, you have red rashes because you are dirty. Worse still, you are so lazy you want me to scratch you. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, I'm not being lazy. Oh, I don't have limbs. How can I scratch myself? Ah.
Why is our skin useful?
Your stupid frogs can dive, so we are superior.
Ah! Birds can fly, so we are superior to you!
That's enough. Will both of you stop it, please? Flying and swimming are different skills. There's no basis for comparison.
But Professor, Chubby Bird says that I'm bald because my body is bare and slimy without a single hair.
Well, am I not right? A body without feathers is really ugly. Isn't that so, Professor?
Oh, you're wrong, Chirpy Bird. Although Frisky Frog and I do not have feathers, we do have a layer of skin. The skin protects our body. The sweat glands secrete a lot of sweat and sebaceous glands and oily substance to perform a protective layer on the skin. This protective layer prevents bacteria and germs from entering the body so that we do not fall ill. There is also a layer of melanin under the skin. It acts as a screen against the harmful rays of ultraviolet light. Besides this, the skin also protects the tissues beneath from infection and desiccation. Therefore, if you scrape your skin, you must apply medicine immediately to prevent bacterial infection. So you see, the skin is very important.
Do you hear that? Due to the special makeup of my skin, I am able to live on land and in water. So I am superior to you.
So, birds are special because of their feathers. Our feathers are special.
Oh, rubbish, your dumbbell.
Oh, what an incorrigible pair. I'll let them fight it out.
Why do our legs feel numb whenever we squat for too long?
Oh, for goodness sake, Steady Snail, can't you crawl a little faster?
What's the hurry? You'll only tire yourself out.
But it's getting dark. Oh, I won't wait for you anymore. I'm going home. Oh, my legs are numb.
Oh, what's the matter, Professor? Aren't you rushing home?
Oh, my legs are numb because I squatted for too long.
Oh, why does that happen when you squat for too long?
Oh, let me explain. When you squat for some time, your legs become numb. Why is that so? Well, our legs have countless blood vessels and nerves. When we squat, we are applying a pressure on them. As a result, blood flowing to the legs is reduced. When the nerves on the legs are unable to receive nourishment from the blood, the legs go numb. So if you squat for too long, get up and move your legs to allow the blood to circulate. Then your legs will be all right. Do you understand now?
Yes, I do.
Good. My legs are all right now. I'm going home. Take your own sweet time.
But it's getting dark. I'm very afraid of the dark. Please walk with me, Professor.
Oh, for goodness sake. At the rate you are going, we'll never reach home.
Why do we feel giddy upon getting up after squatting for some time?
I'm going to stay put here. You have to come out sooner or later.
I must say he's very patient. That horrid cat has made me squat for so long.
Wicked thing. I'll get you afterwards.
He's gone. Oh, at last I can get up. Oh, I feel so giddy.
Oh, what's wrong, Creaky Mouse?
Oh, Professor, why do I feel so giddy the moment I got up from squatting?
Oh, it's like this. When you are standing, in order for the brain to receive blood, the heart has to pump very hard in order for the blood to flow upwards. When you squat, the heart has an easier time, but if you get up suddenly, your height is changed drastically. The heart is unable to adjust quickly to this change and the blood doesn't reach the brain in time. Due to this temporary loss of blood, you feel giddy. After a while, the heart adjusts to the change in height. It furiously pumps blood to the brain so that you won't feel giddy anymore. Therefore, if you've been squatting for some time, get up slowly and not suddenly. Your legs were numb because you squatted for so long in the bush, hiding from Kitty Cat. Oh!
Professor, please plead with Kitty Cat to spare me. That's more important.
Oh.
Is blood always red?
If I had been injured, you would have to answer for it.
You're not injured, are you? You're not bleeding.
Huh, how do you know that I'm not bleeding?
Blood is red, that's why, and I don't see any blood.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, Professor, I'm glad to see you. I have a question for you. Is blood always red?
Oh, that question. The blood of animals is not always red. For instance, the blood of an earthworm is rose red, but that of spiders, prawns, snails and clams contains hemocyanin. When combined with oxygen, the blood turns greenish blue. Without oxygen, it becomes white. Even human blood is not always red. Human blood contains hemoglobin. When combined with oxygen, the blood turns red. Without oxygen, it is dark red. As can be seen, the color of blood is not only determined by pigments in the blood, but more so by oxygen. Do you understand now?
Look, Silky Snake's blood is clear. This is horrible.
Oh, Creaky Mouse, it's only my saliva.
I was only playing a joke on you.
Why do we see red light when we close our eyes in the sun?
What are you doing, Steady Snail? Why do you keep blinking your eyes?
I think there's something wrong with my eyes. When I closed my eyes just now, I actually saw red light. I think I need to see a doctor.
Oh, it's not unusual. There's nothing wrong with your eyes.
But why?
Oh, let me explain. If you look under your eyelids, they are reddish. This is because numerous capillaries run through the eyelids carrying blood. The eyelids are very thin. When you close your eyes under the bright sun, light passes through them. As the eyelids have blood passing through them, the light that passes through appears reddish. Therefore, when you close your eyes, you seem to see red light. Do you understand now? Steady Snail! Goodness, he dozed off. Hey, wake up!
I wasn't sleeping. I was only trying to prove what you said, that if I close my eyes under the bright sun, I will be able to see red light.
Oh, indeed. I know you dozed off.
Why do we blush whenever we are embarrassed?
fantastic. That was great, Kindly Rabbit. That was really good.
Oh, it was nothing.
Nothing? Why, look, you were blushing.
By the way, Professor, why do we blush whenever we are embarrassed?
Oh, let me explain. Why does our face turn red when we are shy or embarrassed? Our face becomes red due to the expansion of blood vessels on our face, thus allowing more blood to enter it. When some people are embarrassed, or when they are shy about meeting strangers, they are anxious. This excites the nerves of the heart and blood vessels. This quickens the heartbeat, causes the blood vessels to dilate, and enables more blood to flow through. Thus, the face turns red. Now, do you understand?
Oh, yes, Professor. You are really smart. You have an answer to everything. You're great.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, look, Professor is blushing.
Why do we sometimes shiver after urinating?
Creaky Mouse! Did you urinate all over the floor of the toilet again? My paws are all wet because of that.
Yes, it was me, but it's because I started shivering.
What nonsense!
What's going on? Do calm down, both of you.
Professor, Creaky Mouse urinated all over the floor and lied to me that it was because he shivered.
Oh, I see. But sometimes when we urinate, we do shiver.
Why is that so?
Let me explain. When we urinate, we sometimes just shiver uncontrollably. This happens especially during winter. What causes that? When urine is kept in the bladder for some time, it maintains a certain heat. If urine is released, so does part of the heat. At this moment, you immediately feel a tinge of coldness. This reaction is quickly received by the nerves and transmitted to the skin it causes to contract. Therefore, you start to shiver uncontrollably. Do you understand now?
You wicked mouse! How dare you urinate on my paws? You're so nasty!
Oh, I'm so scared of you that I just urinated. I'm sorry.
So it's my fault then.
Why doesn't it help to put on more clothes when it's cold?
Oh, please come in.
Professor,
Oh, why, it's Chirpy Bird.
I feel so cold because of the cold current.
How do you expect me to hear you when your mouth is covered up? Please remove it.
Oh, I forgot all about it. Oh, that's better now.
Putting on more clothes doesn't make you less cold.
Mom, but I'm so afraid of the cold.
You are wrong to think that wearing more clothes will keep you warm. I'll tell you why. When the weather is cold, we put on thick clothing, but those who are afraid of the cold put on so many layers of clothes. This hinders movement, and we don't feel like moving about anymore. When we are inactive, less body heat is produced. As a result, we feel cold instead. The body resistance to cold is also reduced. If we are not careful, we will fall ill easily. If we wear just enough and remain active, body heat increases. We will be so much more tolerant of the cold and not fall ill so easily. Therefore, it's useless to put on so much clothing.
Oh, now I know.
Good. Chirpy Bird, can you lend me one of your coats? The fire is out.
No, I won't lend it to you. Don't you just advise me against wearing too many clothes.
Why do we feel colder lying down than standing?
Lying down is more comfortable than standing up.
Why are you lying here, Snoozy Pig?
Well, I'm waiting for a friend. It feels more comfortable this way.
Oh, don't say I didn't warn you. You'll catch a cold easily.
Why is that so?
Oh, let me explain. When we lie down, our body is in a resting position. Our muscles will relax and the heartbeat slows down. As a result, heat produced by the body is reduced and we'll feel cold. When we stand up, our body continues to work. The muscles ensure that there is enough support for the legs, while the neck muscles keep the head firm. Because most parts of the body is working, the heartbeat increases and blood flows faster. As a result, more heat is produced and we won't feel cold. That's why lying down makes us feel colder. Are you clear about this?
Yes, Professor. Achoo! Oh, I think I've caught the flu.
When water boils, why doesn't the temperature go any higher?
The water has boiled! Turn the gas off! Hurry! Oh. What are you doing, Professor?
I was trying to turn the gas stove off.
No, otherwise the temperature of the water will rise. It will be dangerous, won't it?
No, you're wrong. After the water has boiled, its temperature won't go up.
Huh? Why is that so?
Well, under normal circumstances, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It will remain at this temperature even if it continues boiling. It won't rise anymore. The gas stove continues to heat the water, but why doesn't the temperature go any higher? When water has boiled and the heat is not turned off, the water will turn into steam and escape into the air. During the process of evaporation, heat is required. The heat from the fuel is used up as water turns into steam. If we continue to boil the water, it will become less, but the temperature remains the same. Are you clear about this? Oh no! The kettle! How did it end up this way?
You told me that the water temperature wouldn't rise anymore, so I decided to do an experiment.
No, but didn't I say you could continue boiling the kettle after the water has evaporated? Hey, it was my new kettle! You have to buy me another one!
Why does water cool faster when we put a metal spoon into it?
I'm so tired.
Oh, is the soup too hot, Frisky Frog? You keep blowing into it.
Yes, it's too hot and I'm blowing on it, but it doesn't seem to help. It's taking a long time to cool.
Take it easy, Frisky Frog. Try putting a metal spoon into the soup.
Huh? Metal spoon?
That's right. Let's conduct a simple experiment. Put 2 spoons, a metal and a porcelain one, into a glass of hot water. After a while, feel the spoons. You'll find the metal spoon very hot compared to the porcelain one. You may ask why. That's because metal conducts heat faster, while porcelain conducts heat slower. When we place a metal spoon into a glass of hot water, the spoon will quickly transfer the heat into the air. As a result, the hot water cools faster. How about that? Shall we give it a try? Frisky Frog, what are you doing?
I'm just taking your advice. The bigger the metal spoon, the better.
Oh, my goodness.
When we steam buns, do the ones on the top or bottom row get cooked first?
Oh, do you feel like eating buns, Squeaky Mouse?
I'm so sorry. Are all the buns ready to eat?
No, but if you wish, you can eat the ones on the top row. The ones on the bottom may not be cooked yet.
Huh? But I thought since they are near the heat, they should be cooked first.
Oh, well, you're wrong about this. You assumed that the bottom row of buns would get cooked first because they are nearer the heat. Actually, the ones on the top row get cooked first. When we steam buns, we have to add water to the pot. Water turns to steam once it boils. As steam is lighter than air, it rises rapidly. Buns get cooked because of the hot steam. The buns on the top row are in contact with the steam for a longer time. That's why they cook faster than the ones on the bottom. Are you clear about this? Creaky Mouse, what do you want? The buns in the top or bottom row?
Oh, I think I prefer to wait until all the buns are cooked.
Oh, you're so hard to please.
Why doesn't food get cooked when we use an ordinary pot in the mountains?
Smells good. Professor, why is the rice still uncooked after such a long time?
It can't be helped. The mountain is too high.
Why is that so?
Oh, let me explain. Under normal circumstances, water comes to a boil at 100 degrees Celsius. In very high mountains, the air is thin and atmospheric pressure much lower. The boiling point of water is lower than 100 degrees Celsius. When we stay in the high mountain, the air is thinner. Water starts to boil at 70 to 80 degrees. Once it is boiled, the temperature won't go any higher no matter how much heat is used. Food will not be cooked since the temperature doesn't reach 100 degrees Celsius. That's why people use pressure cookers in the high mountains. Otherwise, they have to eat half-cooked rice.
Oh, I see. What are we going to do with the rice?
We have to eat all of them whether we like it or not. Oh, this tastes more horrible than I imagined.
Why must we remember to screw the petrol tank cap back after filling it up?
Yoo-hoo! Away we go! Oh, huh? What's wrong? That's strange. The petrol tank is empty.
What's the matter, kitty cat?
This is odd. I filled up the tank just a few days ago, but it's empty now. Weird.
Oh, that's because you forgot to screw the cap back on.
Oh, you mean to say petrol will disappear if the cap is not screwed on?
Of course. Petrol is a type of liquid that evaporates very easily. When there is a hole in the petrol container, the petrol will escape and evaporate into the air. It's dangerous if the air contains too much petrol vapor. Just a tiny spark will cause a fire. In serious cases, explosions may occur. That's why we must remember to screw the cap back on. We can avoid wastage and prevent fires at the same time. It's the reason why petrol stations prohibit smoking. What do you think? I know a lot, don't I?
You're wrong this time, Professor. I stole the petrol from Kitty Cat. I'm sorry.
You mean...
Give me back my petrol.
Why does petrol appear multicolored on the surface of water?
I like the weather after it rains. I enjoy looking at rainbows. Hey! Watch where you're going, Frisky Frog!
Oh, hello, Professor. Well, I thought only the sky has rainbows, but I see rainbows in the pond too. They come in patches and are very pretty.
Rainbows in patches? You mean the patches on the water surface?
Oh, that's right.
Hurry, show me where the pond is. Oh, just as I thought. These are oil slicks and the pond water is badly polluted.
Oh, that's strange. Why does petrol appear multicolored, like the rainbow on the surface of the water?
Oh, let me explain. Sunlight is actually made up of a spectrum of 7 colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo and violet. Petrol is insoluble in water and lighter. When it drips onto the water, it spreads into a thin layer. As sunlight shines on the surface, it is reflected by the top and base of the oil slick. When this happens, the sunlight is separated into 7 colors. That's why petrol on the water surface appears multicolored. Oh dear, oh my! Since we have time now, we should do something to get rid of the oil slicks.
Why is the submarine able to go underwater?
You were really great, Frisky Frog. You only took 2 minutes to dive in the water.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Tell me, Professor, do you know of anything that can dive better than me?
Frisky Frog, you shouldn't be so conceited. Let me tell you that the submarine can dive better than you.
The submarine? How does it dive in water?
Well, it's simple. If we put a table tennis ball in water, it will float. But if we puncture the ball so that it has holes on it and put it back in the water, it will sink to the bottom. The submarine has several huge containers to contain water. When it is ready to submerge, it uses an air compressor to remove the air from these metal containers. The container doors are then opened to let in the water. Once the containers are filled, the submarine becomes heavier. It is then able to submerge in water. When it is ready to surface, it lets in air into the containers and releases the water. The submarine becomes lighter and is able to surface. Are you clear about this?
Yes, Professor.
Oh, what are you doing, Frisky Frog? Didn't you say you want to measure the diving time? What's going on?
Sorry, Professor. You must have had a fright. Do you think my diving speed has improved a lot?
Oh, you're impossible.
Why tanks are capable of crossing trenches?
Ow! Oh, the pain is killing me. I still can't cross the second drain. Why is the toy tank able to go over the trench?
Oh, Creaky Mouse, what happened? Why are you in such a mess?
I rode my bicycle right into the drain. Professor, how is it that your tank didn't fall into the drain?
Oh, the reason is simple. The tank is different from other vehicles in that it has rigid belts around its wheels. If you look at the belt carefully, you'll find it resembles a bicycle chain, only much wider. The belt is made up of more than 200 planks. The rigid belts enable the tank to go up steep slopes. They also enable it to cross trenches which are 2 to 3 meters wide. That's because the tank's wheels are enclosed by rigid belts. As such, they won't sink into the trench. If an ordinary vehicle tries to go over a similar trench, it will fall right into it.
Oh.
Are you clear about this? Oh, where is my tank? Oh, Creaky Mouse, do you know where my tank has gone?
I drove it towards the trench itself. What you said was true. I didn't expect it to...
Oh, that was a really big trench. How could my small tank go across it? Oh, stay right there. You're going to buy me a new tank.
Why do bullets and cannonballs make a loud sound when they are fired?
Ooh, this is some fierce battle. Oh, why have you gone hiding again? Steady Snail, it's just a TV program.
I know, but the piercing sound of bullets and cannonballs being fired scares me.
Piercing sound?
Well, that's right. What is it that causes this sound?
Oh, let me explain. When we watch a movie or TV program about war, we always hear piercing sounds as bullets and cannonballs fly. What causes the sounds? Bullets and cannonballs travel at very high speed. As they travel, they rotate very fast. The quick movement of the bullets and cannonballs cuts through the air and causes the piercing sounds. It's like a jet boat speeding at the sea and causing waves and ripples. But bullets and cannonballs travel faster. That's why they make such piercing sounds. Don't let such sounds frighten you. No, what's wrong, Steady Snail? Why did you scream?
The firing has begun again.
Oh my goodness. His screaming is a lot worse.
Why is the radar able to detect planes?
Be careful!
That was close. Professor, planes fly really fast. What should I do to avoid crashing headlong into one?
Oh, there's nothing much you can do. Only a radar can tell when a plane is approaching.
Why is the radar able to detect planes?
Oh, let me explain. The radar has an aerial in the shape of a huge dish which transmits electric waves. If there are no obstacles along the way, the waves will not bounce back. But if there are obstacles, the waves will bounce back immediately. These will then be picked up by the radar. Bright spots will appear on the radar screen. The radar operator sees these dots and can tell if there are enemy planes by the shape of the dots. The radar can also pick up the position, direction, and speed of the aircraft. Are you clear about this?
Oh, I'll go home and think about it. Oh, I can't see to fly.
Oh.
Professor, where can I get a radar? Oh.
Why do we have a running nose when we cry?
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, don't be scared, kindly rabbit.
I don't want an injection. I don't want it.
But the jab will make you recover faster.
Stop crying. Look at you. Your tears and snot are all over the floor.
I don't want a jab.
Oh, please stop crying, kindly rabbit.
All right, but I want you to tell me why I have a running nose when I cry loudly.
Oh, the reason is simple. You see, just above the corner of our eyes are two tiny things which produce tears. They are called tear glands. At the inner corner of our eyes are two small holes which are connected to a thin tube inside our nose. When we cry loudly, a lot of tears are produced by the tear glands. Some of the tears will flow out of the eyes, while some will flow into the nasal passage from the tube. This stimulates the nose lining and a lot of mucus is produced. The mucus or snot will then flow from the nose. That's why we cry loudly when we have a running nose. Can we get on with the injection now? Kindly Rabbit, where is she, Doctor?
You mean Kindly Rabbit? She slipped away while you were talking about snot and tears. If you don't find her soon, I'll have to give you the jab to you instead.
Kindly Rabbit!
What should we do if water gets into our ears?
Stay right there, Creaky Mouse. There's nowhere you can run to. You're not going to escape. Darn, what a cunning mouse. He's actually trying to drown himself. Drown himself? Help! Someone has jumped into the river. Help! Yeah. Creaky Mouse, wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up, Creaky Mouse. Oh, great. You've come round at last. Kitty Cat, what did you just say? I can't hear you clearly. Oh no, water has gotten in my ears.
Oh, stop digging your ears, Creaky Mouse.
Huh? Why, Professor?
Oh, if water gets into your ear while you are swimming, tilt the side of the head where the affected ear is and lift up the feet on the opposite side of the body while standing on the other leg. Then stamp the feet a few times and water will flow out of the ear. Or ask someone to use a cotton swab and insert it carefully into the ear to soak up the water. Never try digging the ear yourself, otherwise you may tear the eardrum and end up deaf. Are you clear about this? What's wrong?
Could the two of you speak a bit louder? There's water in my ears and I can't hear properly.
Oh no!
Oh no.
What's the difference between the moth and the butterfly?
They're flying this way again.
Kindly Rabbit, you'll spoil the lights by turning them on and off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought these butterflies look a bit strange.
Huh? Butterflies? You've made a mistake, Kindly Rabbit. These are moths, not butterflies.
You mean to say they're not the same?
Of course they're not the same. When the butterfly is not flying, its wings are folded upright on its back. When the moth is not flying, its wings are spread and they lie flat on its back. Their feelers are different too. The moth's feelers are like small feathers. They also resemble eyebrows. As for the butterfly, there is a small knob on each of its feelers, which make them look like drumsticks. Their abdomens also differ greatly. The moth's abdomen is big and fat, while the butterfly's is long and slender. They are also active at different times of the day. The moth hides in a quiet corner in the day and comes out only at night. As for the butterfly, it is very active in the day. It likes to fly among the flowers in the sun. Are you clear about this?
Yes, Professor. I was just wondering why they are such ugly butterflies.
How could you call us ugly?
Sorry, it was a slip of the tongue.
Right there.
Please, forgive me.
Why are there days and nights?
I'm going to play a trick on him.
Oh dear! Is it night already? I still have a lot of work to do. I didn't know I've taken such a long nap. What should I do? What should I do?
Relax, Professor. I painted your glasses black. I meant it as a joke.
Chirpy bird, how could you think of such a sick joke to play on me?
Oh, please don't be angry. I'm really sorry. I came here because I have something to ask you.
Is that so?
Of course. Professor, please tell me why there are days and nights.
I thought I'd explained that to you before. The Earth rotates continuously. When the part we are living on faces the sun, we have day. When we're away from the sun, we have night. With every complete turn the Earth makes, day will turn into night. As Earth continues to rotate, the cycle goes on and on. Let's pretend the torchlight is the sun, then the ball, the Earth. Turn the ball round and round. The side which faces the light is day, while the side away from the light is night. Turn the ball again. The part away from the light now faces the sun. It becomes day. The other side becomes night. Are you clear about this? Why are you keeping so quiet?
Professor, remove your glasses and take a look around you.
Oh, it's really nighttime.
That's right. The problem with you is that you're too long-winded.
Oh, dear.
Are there stones that can float on water?
That's strange. Can stones float on water? Am I dreaming? It hurts. This is not a dream.
Oh, I'm sorry, Silky Snake. I was skimming stones out onto the water and one hit you accidentally. I'm sorry.
Just my luck. Tell me something. Are there stones that can float on water?
What? Stones that can float on water? Are you sure you don't mean the stones I skimmed?
I'm sure there were more than one floating stone.
Oh, that's interesting. Most stones sink when they are in water, but there are some which can float when they are thrown into the water. They are called pumice. They are able to float on water because they are light and have many tiny holes on them. Pumice are formed from lava which comes from volcanoes. The pressure underground is great and lava contains steam. When lava flows out of the volcano onto the ground, the pressure is reduced. The steam and other forms of gas expand, and as a result, the lava turns hard and the stones formed from it have tiny holes on them. These are called pumice. Are you clear about this?
I think so. Professor! The volcano has just exploded! Look at it!
What are you still standing there for? Run for your life! Oh no!
Why is water from the geyser able to sprout up so high?
It's so hot. I'm sorry, Chirpy Bird. I'm sorry. I'll turn the tap off now. This is so unexpected. You were quite unlucky.
You could say that again? Professor, why were you pointing the hose upwards? You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an accident.
I thought I'd flown straight into a geyser. Tell me something, Professor. Why is water from the geyser able to spout so high up?
Oh, let me start by giving you an example. Put a funnel on a place high up and cover its base with a rubber hose. Point the other end of the hose downwards on a lower place. If we keep pouring water into the funnel, it will sprout from the other end of the hose. We'll have made a man-made fountain. Water can be found in high or low places under the ground. If there is an opening on the ground where the terrain is lower, water will sprout from it. This is a geyser. When the water is from a higher up place, the water will sprout from the lowest end. That's why water from some geysers are able to sprout up very high. You must be more careful when you're flying.
Oh, well, Professor, how about this?
Oh, my car! You've gone too far!
Ah!
Why is it that eggs cannot be stored after washing?
Oh, I'll wash the eggs before putting them into the basket. I'm getting cleaner nowadays. Now I'm going to wash yours. Please move out of the way, Mother Hen. Come on. Oh, please, please. Oh, ouch, it hurts.
Oh, it's you, Snoozy Pig.
Oh, I find this very odd. What's wrong with washing the eggs before storing them?
Washing the eggs before storing them is not the right thing to do.
But why?
Oh, let me explain. Have you noticed how adults never wash eggs they buy no matter how dirty the shells are? They only wash them when they want to cook them. There are lots of tiny pores on the eggshell. The shell is covered by a layer of glue-like substance which prevents bacteria from entering the egg. When we wash the egg, we're removing the substance which protects it. As a result, bacteria will enter the egg through the pores on the shell. The egg will then turn rotten easily. Are you clear about this? Oh,
Professor, since I can't keep eggs which have been washed, I suppose I'll have to eat them all.
now that's why you're so fat.
Why does a layer of cream form on the surface of milk?
The milk smells good. Oh, Professor. Oh, would you like to have a glass of milk?
No thanks, I just had some. What's wrong?
You have a white moustache around your mouth.
Oh, it's not a moustache. I forgot to clean my mouth after drinking the milk, see? It's gone.
Oh, the milk causes it, but how?
Oh, look at your glass of milk. Do you see a layer of cream on the surface?
Cream? Yes.
That's right. Milk contains fat. Fat is like tiny drops of oil spread all over the milk. As we know, oil is lighter than water. When we put the two together, the oil will float on the water. Why is it that we don't find cream forming in fresh milk? That's because it contains a substance that is able to mix the fat with water. It's called emulsifier. When we boil milk, some of the emulsifier is destroyed. The oil is then separated from water. As it is lighter than water, it rises to the surface of the milk. It then mixes with the milk protein to form a layer of cream on top.
I see.
Are you clear about this?
Oh, it's so hot. The milk is hot.
Oh, instead of spotting a white moustache, she now has a red one.
Why does milk powder form lumps sometimes?
Oh, this is terrible. The milk powder has gone all lumpy. It's turned bad. Oh, I'm so mad.
Oh, what's wrong, Creaky Mouse? Why are you so angry?
I risked my life to steal that milk powder only to find that it has gone all lumpy and bad. Just look at this.
Oh, but you're wrong about something. When milk powder forms lumps, it doesn't mean it's gone bad.
Huh? Really? Why is that so?
Milk powder contains lactose, which is a strong moisture absorbent. It is able to absorb moisture from the air. When this happens, the protein in milk powder sticks together and forms lumps. Once there is moisture in the milk powder, bacteria will start to breed and the milk powder will give off a bad smell. If it has gone lumpy but doesn't turn colour or smell bad, it is still edible. If the milk powder turns a darker colour, smells bad and doesn't dissolve easily, it means it can no longer be consumed. That's why we must store milk powder well, with the lid tightly sealed. Leave the tin in a cool, dry, dark place. Are you clear about this?
Oh, I'm in the toilet, Professor. I thought you said the milk powder was all right.
Oh dear, nobody asked you to eat those on the floor.
My tummy hurts.
Why do some sockets have 3 holes in them?
This is so funny. Oh, I don't mean to laugh at you, Snoozy Pig. But your nose really looks like a socket. It really does.
You're so rude.
Oh, don't be so angry, Snoozy Pig. Not all sockets look like you. Some have 3 holes.
Don't be absurd. There's no such socket.
Oh, believe me, there is. Normal household appliances use alternating electric current with a positive and a negative charge. The socket has 2 holes in it for the positive and negative wires. A 3-pin socket is specially made for appliances which have metal casing. In the event of a power leakage, the metal casing may easily cause electrocution. The uppermost hole in the 3-pin socket is connected to the earth wire. Such a socket is made for 3-pin plugs. When we put a plug into the socket, we're connecting the appliance to the earth wire. If there is a power leakage, electricity will be diverted to the ground to prevent any accidents. Are you convinced now?
Yes, I am. What are you thinking about, Professor?
Snoozy Pig. Oh, Snoozy Pig, can you imagine yourself as a socket with a plug in it? It would be so funny, really funny.
I'll teach you to laugh at me.
Help!
为什么螃蟹有红心？为什么海蟹有时低，有时又变高？